Blizzard has posted a long blog post on corrupted items, confirming that corruption will replace Warforging and Titanforging for PvP, Mythic Plus, Ny'alotha, and heroic Darkshore Warfront. This post highlights how the corruption system works and their goals. Some other highlights in this blue post. Non-Season 4 content will still have Warforged and Titanforge up to a maximum cap of 455, but will not corrupt. Oh, that's fine. This is totally fine. This is actually completely, totally fucking fine. Because 455 next patch doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Like, people are going to be average item level, like 475, 480. So it does not make a bit of difference. This is a very, very good change, okay? And up to a maximum of 455. That is such a fucking relief, okay? Such a fucking relief. The current drawbacks on the PTR are not yet tuned, and changes are already implemented for the next PTR build. That's a lot of Shroud of Resolve. The Legendary Cloak will negate some corruption and can be upgraded to provide a ward against even more corruption. Any corrupted items can be taken to the Heartforge and purified with no restriction. Corruption is not a permanent addition to WoW. So I really like what Blizzard is doing here. So they're replacing Titanforging in order to keep the Spurgs and, you know, the people, the slot machine Andy's happy, right? The casino Andy's happy. And at the same time, they're getting rid of it, and that means that we can look forward to this being gone in the future, you know what I mean? And so you think it'll be even worse at retail? Well, I haven't played it for a while, but like, I don't think it's because of Classic. Anyway, so replacing it with random enchant? Well, no, because they're not keeping it in the game. So let's go ahead and let's read the blue post. The most recent PTR build introduced an early version of our corrupted item system, and we'd like to highlight a few aspects of how the corruption system works and our goals as we iterate on it. How the corruption system works. Items from Ny'alotha, Mythic Keystone Dungeons in Season 4, BFA Season 4, and Heroic Darkshore Warfront and other new sources of loot will be updated with Season 4, will not be able to Warforge or Titanforge. Boom. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. There it is. There it is, boys. There it is. This is what we have been waiting for ever since. And it's also, see, I didn't know if they were getting rid of Warforging or Titanforging. I thought they were going to get rid of Titanforging, but I didn't expect Warforging. Holy shit, my dick is so hard right now. This is incredible. I am so fucking happy, man. This is honestly something that makes me want to go back and play retail WoW. Like, this is, you guys might not understand this, but the main reason why I quit raiding is because it didn't give me the best gear anymore. Like, do you really think that I'm going to invest over 10 hours of my week raiding with a bunch of idiots to try to get this piece of gear if it's not even the best item in the game? Fuck no. Fuck no, I'm not gonna waste my time with that trash. Hell no. Like, as soon as they introduced, like, even Warforging, I was like, yeah, guys, might not make it on Tuesday. I don't really care. And, you know, then by the time that TOS came out and Legion came out, I was pretty much fully gone. And I had completely, you know, I completely lost interest. And so, yeah, I completely lose interest in a game whenever I'm not able to finish it, right? You think it'd be, yeah, Elmir, I just answered your question, man. You can stop copy-pasting it now. So I lost interest in raiding and retail. Yeah, it's like I raid for gear. Like, that's the only reason I raid. Like, if I have to do really hard content for that gear to get the best gear in the game, all right, here we go. We got to do it. But I don't raid for anything else besides that. Like, I don't care about the oh wow, the overcoming an obstacle. Like, yeah, it's kind of cool or whatever, but like, I really do it for the gear. Like, if you removed every other element of the raiding except for the gear, I would still be in raiding. But if you removed the gear, I would not be there anymore. And that's what they did, and that's why I stopped raiding. It's because it didn't drop the best gear in the game anymore. So I just stopped doing it. Why waste my time? Like, I mean, imagine dedicating, okay, it's Wednesday night. Sorry, guys, I can't go out to the pub tonight. I've got a raid to get a Titanforge. Fuck that. No way I would do that. Anyway, let me go over here and I'll read the rest of this. Yeah, what a waste of fucking time. There'll be a chance for these new items to be corrupted by Ny'alotha. A corrupted item has very powerful beneficial properties, similar to how many of the benthic effects seem in Nazjatar, that has new detrimental stat corruption. Items can have varying levels of corruption, with the amount of corruption present correlating directly with the power of the beneficial upside. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. For example, an item might give 4% critical strike damage and 10 corruption, or 6 critical strike damage and 15 corruption. Corruption represents the influence of Ny'alotha, which will have negative effects on the wearer. As corruption increases, a series of drawbacks are activated. You might remember how corruption worked on Cho'Gall encounter back in Bastion of Twilight. Yeah, I do. Basically, the higher your corruption level was, the more different abilities and weird things that you would do. So that's pretty much how it worked. This is a source of inspiration here. That's really cool. The drawbacks currently in a PTR are works in progress and not yet tuned, but we have changes that are already implemented in the next PTR build. Our general intent is for low corruption to have an active minor effect that most people can play around without too much difficulty. Medium levels of corruption to activate a couple more effects at a higher skill cap and might be more situational whenever somebody can handle having them active. And high levels of corruption to be prohibitive, virtually never worth it. Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Gear that makes your character worse as you equip it doesn't sound terribly appealing, but fortunately there will be few ways of dealing with the corruption. Legendary Cloak that players will earn from Rathian early in Visions of N'Zoth will negate some corruption and can be upgraded through entering and completing horrific visions. So this is actually a really good system. I like what they're doing here a lot. I don't know if you guys agree with this. Yeah, I'll turn down the music. Sorry about this, guys. Just give me a second. Okay, there we go. Music should be better. So the reason why I like this a lot is this. It basically creates an incentive for people to run the horrific visions, and it builds the horrific visions into the character progression process in a way that makes sense. Because like you're cleansing the corruption of the gear, right? Now, obviously, it's like one more thing that you have to do. But overall, I think that it's fine, okay? Yeah, let's go ahead and time out the people that are complaining about the music now. The music volume is fine, okay? It's not funny anymore. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and we'll read the rest of this, okay? Early on, we expect players might wear 1 or 2 pieces of corrupted gear at a time. Later on, 3 or 4 pieces might be manageable. The vast majority, yeah, I don't, as I said, like mods, like, I need to actually talk to you guys about, like, you know, whenever... If people ever start spamming to do something or something's wrong or whatever, and you know it's not wrong and they're just spamming it for no reason to be spurgs, just start timing them out. Yeah, just start timing them out. It's not funny. It's always annoying. I can't imagine thinking that's funny. Anyway, I don't want to get too into that. Doesn't matter. Early on, we expect that players might wear 1 or 2 pieces of corrupted gear at a time. Later on, 3 or 4 pieces might be manageable. The vast majority of gear players wear, even later on, will not be corrupted. Okay, that's good. And the perks aren't planned to be slot restricted, so if there's a specific power that you want, you should never be concerned that your item needs to roll with that affix to be useful. That's actually really good. That's amazing. We also never want an item that would otherwise feel like an upgrade to feel unstable as a result of being corrupted. So any corrupted item can be taken to the Heartforge and purified without restriction. If you get that trinket that you've been hoping for, but it's corrupted with a beneficial effect that you don't like, or wearing it would push you above a corruption threshold that you're not comfortable with, just purify the item and carry on. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Okay, amazing. That's awesome. I think that just makes sense. Like, this is the kind of, like, common sense stuff that I've been wanting to see in WoW. Like, this is exactly it. Like, I've been sitting around talking about this for fucking months, and this is the common sense shit that we've been waiting to see. Thank God for that, man. Thank God for that. Is retail being saved? Yeah. So basically the community overreacted without having all the information, and now everyone's backtracking. Well, I don't think they're backtracking. The community reacted based off of the information they were given. They said, we don't like this based off of the current iteration and the information that we have. Blizzard then provided more information, and people then with larger amounts of information and a better understanding of the system walked back their opinion because of new information. Like, that's the way that normal people think. Anyway, let's go ahead and we'll go down here. It's not like the community being overreacting. Like, people really don't like this. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the rest of this. Itemization philosophy. With itemization, we're always looking toward for opportunities to create moments of excitement and choices and options to customize your gameplay to suit your playstyle and content you choose to play. Warforging created some of this by allowing useful rewards to come from a wide range of content and ensuring that there was almost always a way for chance for an upgrade from any repeat boss kill or other source of loot. However, As we've seen and heard clearly in feedback over the past years, it has also brought significant downsides. Progression feels less rewarding, as players killing a raid boss on a new difficulty for the first time often disenchant much of the loot because they have equal or better Warforged items from lower difficulties or other sources. In addition, the feeling that a given item could have been Warforged more and been even better can leave a sense of disappointment in what should have been a clear reward moment. In that sense, the systems are out of players' direct control and makes it harder to work towards a clear goal or a state of completion. Wow. Fucking wow. They just said it. I mean, they actually just said it. Say I told you so? Like, yeah, all right, is there the clip of me saying that they were going to get rid of Titanforging? Like, is there a clip? Because I thought it was going to happen. I did. Remember whenever Taliesin said that, you know, he said that the devs wanted to get rid of it? Here we fucking are. Only took 6 years. Yeah. But they got rid of it. So I'm happy about that, okay? I quit already. Okay, now delete LFR. Hey, one step at a time, okay, man? It's only Season 4. Who knows what's after that? No, only the corruption gear is Season 4. They're getting rid of Titanforging and Warforging entirely from the game for all of the new content that matters. So, yeah, I think this is fucking amazing. We'll have an improved version of the system. I think they'll have item upgrades, but I think it's going to be deterministic at this point, right? It's like, literally, this is exactly something that I would say. Look, how many times have I said this? And the sense of these systems that are out of players' direct control makes it harder to work towards a clear goal. Like, I've literally said that in my stream. I mean, I'm so fucking happy, man. Like, this is what we've been waiting on for so long. And here we are. Here we fucking are. Thank God. Go back to raiding. If the new expansion comes out, I don't really care a lot about corrupted gear, right? But I will probably do raids on stream for like Ny'alotha or something. That'd be really fucking fun. We did that for, what do you call it? For Eternal Palace, Mythic Eternal Palace. And I think people really enjoyed watching that. That'd be fucking amazing. Classes just need to be better. Yeah, I know. It's going to be great. Deleting LFR doesn't matter as long as the gear can't Titanforge to obscene levels. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, obviously, LFR's biggest problem is like the way that it can upgrade and invalidate previous tiers. But the baseline of the gear is still an issue. Anyway, the corruption system isn't a permanent addition to World of Warcraft, but is an extension of the theme of N'Zoth's pervasive and growing influence over Azeroth. As we explore this over the course of the PTR, we'd love to hear feedback over the initial round of power showing up on items, corruption drawbacks that may be excessively punitive as the system as a whole. Please feel free to reply with your feedback in this thread. Thank you very much. Man, dude. We've been waiting on this for so long, and we just got it. Like, we just got it. Like,